Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the new project bike. This is a 2000 YZ250. We've had this bike for a little while. Bought it off a friend of ours, and we've basically just used it as kind of a bike to ride around with, a work bike for like races and stuff. But starting next season, I'm selling my race bike there. If you haven't checked that video out yet, the last video, I'll have that linked in the bio. Go check that out. But anyway, I'm going to be riding Premodern A on this bike, so in the FTR series. So it should be pretty exciting. There's a lot of stuff to do on this bike, a lot of stuff I want to do to the bike. So I'm going to make quite a few little videos, kind of like a bike build series. So this bike is pretty old and still in great condition, so shouldn't be too hard, shouldn't be too bad. But obviously the first step in a bike build is probably to clean the bike, and this bike has not been cleaned in a long time, so I'm going to take you guys to the cleaning station. Alright guys, pretty clean, squeaky. Now we're gonna make a list. The first thing I like to do when maintaining a bike, obviously we're kind of doing a bike build here, so I kind of got to check a lot of things, but we're gonna go ahead and make a list of everything that I want to do, that needs to be done, that needs to be checked to get this thing race ready for the season. So stay tuned. Alright, so we kind of made a list here. A lot of it is just normal maintenance. Oh, I forgot one thing. Anyway, a lot of it's normal maintenance. Some of it is stuff I need to put on the bike. Some of it's stuff that needs to be fixed. So I kind of go through it. We did the new gas hose. We did lube and adjust the chain. We need to actually like detail it because I just kind of like rough washed it out there. We're going to take off all the stickers and stuff on the graphics because eventually I'm going to get graphics for it. Check the tire pressure. Obviously the linkage bearings are completely shot, so we're going to have to eventually do that. Eventually I'm going to need the suspension tuned for my weight. It's tuned for someone quite a bit heavier than me. I'm going to put flex bars on it, do an oil change, air filter. Eventually, like I said, I'm going to get graphics. And this rear fender, one of the bolts popped out, so we're going to fix that. But we're going to do a couple little things here. So stay tuned. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Alright guys, so we just lubed the chain. I thought it was a little loose, but I think it's pretty good. So we're not going to adjust that right now. So let's check off what we've done. Got the new gas hose, lubed and adjusted the chain. Took off the stickers. Go ahead and do tire pressure. And we'll fix the rear fender. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do today on this video is make sure this throttle is adjusted correctly. As you can see here, there's a lot of play this way, way too much play. So on this bike, the way you do it, you take that off, and here you have a nut and then this little adjuster nut. On this bike, it happens to be a 10 and a 12, so that's a 10, that's a 12. Alright, so you want to crack this nut loose right here. So crack it loose, and then what you want to do is you want to back this that way. So what that's going to do is it's going to create a lot less slop in your throttle. So take a couple turns. That's pretty good, that's better. Okay, that's probably about 1/8 of an inch, so that's kind of what you want. So just for reference, if I back it way out, there's no slop whatsoever. If I back it all the way back in, you see all that slop? So you want it somewhere in the happy zone there, and you don't want it all the way out. All the way out, it risks busting if you hit it. So keep it in that happy medium where it wants to be at about 1/8 of an inch. So then you're gonna hold the adjuster one, crank that one tight, put that on there. Should have about 1/8 of an inch of slop. Good to go. Alright, so we did those things on the list. We did check the tire pressure. We fixed the rear fender and the throttle adjustment. So that's all I got for you today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go check out some of the other videos. I'll have them linked in the bio. Thank you so much for your support. Like, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you guys on the next episode of this bike build.